High and low podcasters, welcome to a very special episode of Daves of Thunder. Dave Damashek here. David Feeney not over there. That's because his work is already done for this day. I say it's a special episode that you can track down on YouTube. As always, you can subscribe there and watch all the fun if you are so inclined. Track it down, Daves of Thunder. And, of course, subscribe at davesofthunder.com or anywhere else you find your podcasts if you prefer to just keep us in your ears. Either way, we decided that the JetBlue letters that David Feeney wrote under a fake name with a fake story were so funny, but they sprawled out over 6 weeks. We thought it might be nice and easy to consume for you and any of your pals that you want to share it with. In fact, I encourage you, Nate, demand that you do that. As soon as you hear me say this, go ahead and share this. We've strung together the full body of the insane, crazy roller coaster of emotion ride that was the JetBlue letters from Snoop Godlewski and company. So take a listen now. Here he is, David Feeney, with one of his masterpiece works over a quarter century here in show business. It's the JetBlue letters.
All right, so let's set up these letters. So as you know, Damashek, I'm a crazy nut master. And when I get bored and I want to write something silly, I start writing companies. And so, as you know, I've written Dodger Stadium to get them to clean up their bathrooms. I've written.
You didn't like the urinals. You didn't like peeing.
I didn't like the urinal. I gave them a bad rating. Like I made up the fact that I have some sort of name and cleanliness for baseball stadiums, and I shamed them. I shamed the Pittsburgh Pirates for having the name Pirates because my great grandfather was murdered by a pirate, so that was the thing. I emailed just because
You're not doing a good job of setting these up. I don't think.
Please do.
I think it because just for clarity's sake, these are actual. You pen these moronic letters.
Yeah.
To
companies.
Pittsburgh Pirates front office, to
right.
Chavez Ravine at the stadium, to
right.
bar owners, and they receive them, and then they provide you with legitimate responses, and then you continue to interact with them.
That's exactly
because I don't want anybody to think that these are made up or anything like that.
No, and there's actual response. I get responses back. Yes, darling. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. And so they email me back, and we'll show one of the letters. So this time I decided, this is back in November, and I think I emailed them. I first wrote them in December. I decided to because I was in a JetBlue flight, and I did not have a great flight, and so then I was like, I'm going to email them. All right, what am I going to get? Let me instead just let me just wind them up and see what happens. So this is the letter that I get that I sent.
So you wrote this letter to actual JetBlue.
JetBlue.
This is my favorite thing.
And they responded. Take it off for a second, Gary. Take it off. And they responded back to me. And then so what we're going to do in this week, and then next week we'll do the sequel. This week I emailed them. They sent me an email back, and then I emailed them again.
Okay, good.
So this is what it was. All right, Gary, put it up. To whom it may concern, I need your help with a private matter. First, allow me to
What a start. The JetBlue. I need your help with a private matter. Oh, then you've come to the right place. A major airline. Please continue.
First, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Dan Penny, and I'm a very successful movie executive in Hollywood, California. If you don't recognize my name, you'll recognize my work as president of Penny Pictures.
Exact. I'm a successful Hollywood exec, and then in parentheses directly behind it, executive, indicating that the exec was short for executive. All right, go ahead.
If you don't recognize my name, you'll recognize my work. As president of Penny Pictures, I produced the buddy cop comedy Fred and Butter with Jeff Goldblum and Margaret Cho. And Oi Blood, a thrill about a Jewish vampire losing Manhattan starring Jeremy Piven, a friend.
Name drop right out of the gate. You got their attention.
To say I'm a big deal is an understatement, which is why I hope you'll handle my particular problem delicately. On November 19th, I had sex on one of your planes.
Right before Thanksgiving.
Let me do what I do for a living and paint you a picture. Flight 164, San Francisco to LA. I was in my mint class seat when an attendant, Amy, great game, sweet caboose. Sorry, that's how we talk in show business. handed me a note.
That is how all the movie execs talk in the 21st century. Great game, sweet caboose.
She handed me a note from a female passer inviting me to have intercourse in the mid-class restroom. I know it's gauche to have considered this, but I'm an artist. You never know where the next big movie idea comes from. So I finished my juice and went to the restroom and waited until the most gorgeous woman I've ever seen entered, eating a sandwich. You ready, she asked. I was. Cut to, industry term meaning go to. 20 minutes later, and me and this gift from God had finished our elegant, sweaty business. Not to brag, but I was terrific. To avoid looks on the way back to our seats, she suggested she exit first. I wait a minute, then I leave. Before she left, I asked her name. She put her finger to my lips, whispering, "No name, stupid." Picked up her sandwich off the counter and left.
So the sandwich was there, and she kept it the whole time. Okay.
Keep going. When I got to my seat, Amy informed us there was heavy turbulence. Ooh, great movie title. And we couldn't leave seats. FYI, there was no turbulence. Amy was probably jealous. And once we landed, in all the deplaning hullabaloo, I never saw my dream woman again. This is where you come in. I'm in love with this woman. I want you to find her pronto. I don't know her name or her seat number. The only lead I have is the note I was slipped. I've attached a picture in case you need a handwriting sample. Can you help me? Do you have a special department reserved for high-profile men like myself? All I ask is to find her, show decorum in contacting me. My fiance Megan is very jealous. She's also pregnant, so there's that.
Man, this is how Hollywood execs are, man. You nailed this.
She's also pregnant, so there's that. I'm not putting that on you. I'm just letting you know the type of bind I'm in. All right. You're a big company, so no amount of bananas, money will sway you. So to sweeten the deal, I'd like to offer you and a JetBlue employee 2 VIP passes to the premiere of Penny Pictures' next romantic comedy, Nancy Meeting Hugh Here. Starring Kathy Moriarty and Joe Namath. Let me know we're in bed on this and I'll send details. We also need a venue.
Kathy Moriarty and Namath just shot a picture together?
Called Nancy Meeting Hugh Here, which is pretty great. Sincerely, D. Penny. P.S. I know this is a weird time to bring it up, but my monitor at my seat was broken, so I couldn't watch TV on my flight. If you could also make that right, I would appreciate it.
That's an overreach.
And there's a note that
the classy sandwich eating Dave. I've never gotten one of these notes myself from a stranger, so it's shocking to me.
Written on a JetBlue napkin is the invitation to go to the bathroom.
F in the John. Wow.
So there you go. And then I think it was a month later. They responded. And so here's the response. Pretty standard, I would think. From JetBlue.
Again, somebody at JetBlue got this letter and is reading. That's the
and they responded. Dear Mr. Penny, thank you for contacting JetBlue. We respectfully regret to inform you that we are unable to fulfill your request. It is our policy not to divulge the identities of JetBlue passengers, no matter how personal the circumstance or adamantine the request. It is also not our policy to accept gifts or gratuities in any form. We consider this matter closed.
Somebody found a thesaurus.
We also regret you were unable to enjoy our in-flight entertainment. In accordance with our customer bill of rights, we have issued you a service credit in the amount of $15, which has been applied to your travel bank. Information on using your credit has been sent to the email address associated with the travel bank account. Please understand that even though the results from this situation are not as you would have liked them to be, we do value you as a JetBlue customer and hope to provide you with a renewed experience in the future. Go down, buddy. Regards, Michael, the customer commitment crew, JetBlue Airways crew member, blah, blah, blah. So that was their response.
Oh, my God.
Not yet, Gary, not yet. So then that was the response. So I sat on that for a little while, and this is early in the year before all the pandemic started. I decided to email them back. If you're ready, Damashek.
Oh, I'm ready. I do want to. I just love that this Michael character. Do you think he passed this around? I
don't know. He may have, but it's pretty great that someone spent their time having to go through this stuff.
Oh, great. Okay. When you're ready, please proceed. So then you responded. Okay.
So I decided I forget when I responded. I decided to mix it up and respond as how I thought a powerful movie executive named Dan Penny would respond.
I mean, the best of all the things that there is a piece of evidence on the napkin. It's just
right. And the fact that, I mean, think about that, just big picture. I had sex in your restroom and on your plane, and I want you to help me find this woman. Is just lunacy. It's just lunacy. I get that she clearly is a Bulgarian person. Like, it's just lunacy that someone would request that. And also, he's got. I like that Megan comes back in the Dan Penny. Dan Penny and Megan are always kind of linked in the old.
I feel like Bill Robinson is giving me one of them hand ladders and boosting this birthday up and over that game on my birthday. I'm drinking rosé, eating Chex Mix, and listening to these letters. I can't imagine a better way to spend my special day.
My pleasure. Let's go to the next one and see. So this is actually. So I emailed them back. This is from Dan Penny, the JetBlue.
Your subject line is, "Are you effing kidding me?"
From Dan Penny, the Dear Dear Michael, boy, did you mess with the wrong swinging dick. It's been a few months since I wrote you, so in case you've forgotten who I am, I'll remind you. My name is Dan Penny, and I make feature films in Hollywood, California. Not just popcorn movies. We do prestige pictures, too. Our latest is about the socio-political challenges a professional basketball player faces when he falls in love with a little person. It's called We
Too. We Too. W-E. A professional basketball player. Continue. Falls in love with a little person, and the movie's called We Too.
Called Me Too.
Oh man.
It's called We Too. And it made some serious waves at the Fresno Film Festival.
So it's a prestige pictures after all, so.
I bring this up not to shove my success in your face, but to show you that at Penny Pictures, we're not afraid of tackling hard issues, and we're certainly not afraid of a fight. Last December, I emailed JetBlue about my desire for help in locating a woman I was intimate with on one of your flights. And in January, you told me to go to hell. Well, since January, that's exactly where I've been. Hell. I can't get this siren out of my mind. I've tried to have relations with my fiance Megan, and not to get personal, but I haven't been able to put acid in the seats, so to speak. She thinks it's the cocaine, boy, if she only knew.
This is your pregnant fiance. All right, go ahead.
You did this, Michael. In December, I offered you the carrot. Now you're getting the stick. I retained the services of a Beverly Hills private investigator to take over your investigation. His name is Gene Godlewski. His clients call him Snoops. He's reputable and extremely expensive. Not that it matters to me. I'm loaded. If you do not extend Snoops and his team every courtesy, there will be the following consequences. 1, all JetBlue flights will be forbidden from showing any movie produced by Penny Pictures. And 2, all stories in development.
Hardball.
And 2, all stories in development at our company that have anything to do with the airline business will be killed. This includes our adaptation of the 90s situation comedy Wings.
Now you're making all of America pay.
Apologies for hitting you in the wallet like this, but apparently it's the only thing that will get your company's attention. I wouldn't have gotten this far in show business without being a rotten son of a bitch. As Greg Oden's character, Legs Coleman, says in We Too. It takes a big man to act so small. He's right.
Greg Oden didn't last long in the NBA, but he was there long enough to gather some real wisdom.
He's right. Sincerely, D. Penny. P.S. I do appreciate the $15 you'll be depositing in my travel bank account for my faulty seat monitor. It was very thoughtful. And I copied Gene Godlewski.
See, Snoop Godlewski.
Snoop Godlewski. And so they emailed me back,
man.
but did they email me back? We'll set that up next week. We'll show that next week. And then my response to them.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Well, there you have it. The first installment of Ed Feeney's marvelous JetBlue letters. But like I say, that's just chapter 1. Many more ridiculous chapters awaiting your ears and eyeballs if and when you go to davesofthunder.com or anywhere else you find your favorite podcast, and or go to YouTube, Daves of Thunder, subscribe to that link, and whatever you do, make sure to pass this along to your family and friends and let them know about the magic of these Jet letters. And by the way, Daves of Thunder in general. We appreciate it, BTLs and monkeys. We'll talk soon. Until then, thanks so much. It's been a thin slice of heaven.